everybody, Dominique here with Best Fitness for another really great at-home workout. So whatever the case may be that you're at home and you want something challenging, we're gonna do something called the chipper scheme. So what the chipper scheme is, you have your first exercise, it's 100 reps. You have to get through that exercise in all 100 reps before you can move on to the next exercise, which will be 80 reps. Then it goes down by 20. So you go 100, 80, 60, 40, 20. You can even do this going 100, 90, 80, 70, 60. So there's a lot you could do with this format, but we're just gonna start at 100 and minus 20 each time. So that makes for 5 different exercises. Now here's the deal, we don't expect you to do all these reps in a row. If you can, challenge yourself to the point where you have to rest pause between, I guess make it into sets, but your rest should be minimal. So this will be a full body workout. We're gonna start with hip thrusts. So with these hip thrusts, you're gonna weight them. So you can do this a number of different ways. I didn't bring a band with me, but you could anchor a band around your hips and step on it. For you moms out there, your toddler on your hips, it works for them, it works for you. They kind of enjoy it because it's that bouncing the baby kind of thing. You could grab a couple laundry detergent. Actually, if you have a case of water is a really great way to weight your hips. Because we're in a gym, we're filming here, I'm just gonna use this 40-pound dumbbell, but pretend it's a case of water or whatever it is that you think you can manage for 100 reps. Remember, you don't wanna be able to do 100 reps in a row. You should be able to get like 20 to 25 and then go from there. What you wanna do is get your shoulder blades. So pick a bench or a couch, depending on how low your bed is, something that has a little bit of give to it, but not too much. Make sure your shoulder blades are on your surface. Feet, we can go a wide stance or a narrow stance. A wide stance is gonna hit more of that outside glute. What you wanna do is you wanna dip down as far as you can go, squeeze your glutes and drive your hips straight to the ceiling. Notice that my torso is rotating on the bench. So what I'm not doing is I'm not popping my booty back and then like Shakira hipping it. I'm not doing this motion. 1, you're gonna feel and look weird. 2, it's not good for your spine. Your spine has to stay stable. So you notice my spine does not move. Instead, I'm hinging through my hip sockets, so where my femurs stick right into my pelvis. That's where I'm moving through. So I'm gonna perform my 100 hip thrusts. Body weight works, or if you don't wanna do it this way, and again, you're limited with equipment, another really great way to get them done would be to elevate your heels and go hip thrusts. You could even break it down and do 50. I would do 100 on one leg and 100 on the other. So if you're really limited for equipment, you don't have anything to weight your hips, do 100 per leg, and then you're ready for your next exercise. So that's your hip thrust. Your next exercise will be shoulder wides. Now, if you do this correctly, you don't need any more than 5 pounds. In fact, you can even do just your arms, and if you flex the right way, it'll hurt. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna prop this bench up to a light angle. However, things that you can do instead, if you have like a kitchen chair or a chair with a backrest, you can lean on that chair, just be safe. But you wanna pitch yourself to about a 45-degree angle or lower. Another thing you can do, you can lay. So if I pretend this is a bed, I could lay on my bed with my arms off the bed and do these exercises just like so. So I'm gonna play it that way. So we'll lay on the bed. It's perfect if you don't wanna get out of bed for work. Get your shoulders done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the letter Y like the YMCA song. And I'm gonna raise, and this is actually really heavy for me. So I'm gonna drop to no weights. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades together and drive my thumbs straight up to the ceiling. I'm gonna do 80 of these. For resistance, you can use a couple of 16-ounce water bottles. That's about 1 pound, or if you have Nalgene's, fill the Nalgene's up with water. So it's like, what, 32 ounces? So that's like 2 pounds. Like I said, anywhere from that 0 to 5 pound weight should be perfect. And again, it's gonna be harder. The more you pitch your angle down, the harder it's gonna be. The more you prop yourself up, it'll be a little easier. If you really wanna challenge the core, you can grab your weights, your water bottles, whatever it is, and you can perform these in a half hinge position. So you're using your glutes and your hamstrings to stabilize, and you're pulling your belly button in, keeping your core nice and tight. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to focus so much on body position that you're taking away from squeezing back the shoulder blades and driving those thumbs back behind you. So the best visual is, imagine like you have some thumbtacks on your thumbs and you have to hang a picture on the wall. So this is the motion you want to do. So it's going to be 80 of the Ys. Next we have prisoner overhead lunges. You want to weight it, gallon jug. A full jug is 8 pounds, which is plenty of weight to start. And it's unstable, so you're going to work on shoulder stability. So this is comparable to having a kettlebell and holding a kettlebell overhead. Now what makes a prisoner lunge special is I'm going to do the same side, and I'm holding my jug. I'm going to step back, I'm going to kneel down. I'm going to get to a completely kneeling position. And I'm standing back up again. So I'm stepping back into my lunge, getting down to the ground, and that same leg is going to push me up. So it's going to be for 60 total reps, which means 30 on each side. So I'm going to get 30 on one side, then I'm going to switch. Now it's my left leg stepping back, getting all the way to the ground, and that left leg is helping push me up. So you can tell I'm less coordinated on one side than the other. So I recommend start with your more coordinated side. That way you know how your body's supposed to behave during this exercise. I'm holding my core in. I'm breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I'm taking these steps slow. I'm going slow on purpose. These pause reps will create more time under tension, and the dead stop in the lunge is going to make it harder to come up off the ground. So this is really useful when you're limited as to how much weight you can hold. Now, if you have compromised shoulders or you're just not there yet, you can hold here, or one of my favorite ways to load it, and I don't have one, wear a heavy backpack. Put a bunch of books in your backpack, or you can even hold a book overhead, 2 hands, and same thing. Just remember which leg you start with. So that's our 60 rep exercise. Our 40 rep exercise is going to be the reverse chop. So I have my Nalgene water jug. What I want to do is get into a narrow stance. I'm going to dip my hips back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend like I'm holding a paintbrush, and I'm going to draw a slash mark, like I'm going to make the letter X. I'm drawing that slash mark on the wall. Notice how I'm rotating through my rib cage. So if my rib cage is here and my hips are here, spill proof. I want to twist that rib cage. So I tell clients, imagine you're a human pepper grinder. So you hold your base and you grind the top, or you grind the bottom, but we're going to hold the base and you're going to twist. So as I'm doing my reverse chops, I'm keeping my hips stable, I'm twisting through that rib cage. That's to ensure that you're actually getting the abs and you're not swinging your shoulders. So then I'm going to do 40 on one side, then I'm going to change up, I'm going to go 40 the other side. Again, really concentrating on rotating through my core. This will hit shoulders, this will hit core, you'll feel a little bit in the thighs. And then finally, our last exercise, one of my favorite push-up variations, we're doing a Hindu push-up or a dive bomber push-up. You may have seen it in my upper body video. So for a full tutorial on different modifications on that, check out that upper body video where we feature these Hindu push-ups. But what you're going to do, you're going to start in your regular push-up position. You're going to convert yourself to a downward dog. Now, as a downward dog, you're going to slip under the fence. Check out what the neighbor's doing. Push your hips back in a downward dog. And keep going. So it's going to be 20 of these. So again, take rests. See how many you can get through the first rep scheme. Take a 10-second break and try to dive right back in. So that's your chipper workout. Good luck, guys.